Everybody, welcome back to our Moneyball series with Barnsley. Right, FA Cup final time against Liverpool. Going into this game, we have one really important player out, Cameron Ramsey. Now, the game we played against Liverpool off camera that we had in the Premier League, Salas played right back and got absolutely destroyed. I noticed it during the game, and then his match rating, matched it. So I've got to be honest, he's the next in line at right back. But what I saw, I think I'd rather play Andrew out there or somebody. It's such a big call, though. Could play Wisdom Ami right back, but I just think he's too important to move out the centre-back position. So Salas has been okay for us, but I don't know, honestly. I feel like whatever I do, if we lose, it'll be because of that. So I've just got to hope that he plays better, I think, and plays Salas is what I think probably should happen. I don't know, lads. Anyway, Premier League did finish like this. Anyway, I have interest. He finished with us in 8th, so that's a one place worse than last year. Only a few points worse in the end. We scored 58. Last year we scored 72, so a lot less. We conceded 54. Last year we conceded 58. So we're better defensively this year. We just didn't score as many. That's interesting. Okay. Dig into that a little more. I know it's because the strikers were useless for a lot of the season. Eli is not a winger, so that's not really helping him playing out wide. But yeah, that right back decision. I'm going to play Salas because I feel like that he knows how to play there, and that's going to be an advantage for us. But I'm not scared to sub him off if I have to. I'm just gutted the Ramsey's out. So yeah, that's going to be the awkward thing, really. Today's episode, we'll do the FA Cup final, we'll do the end of season review, and we'll start to look at some players for next year as well. Hopefully you can hear me, or I've got my microphone offset to the left a little bit, so I can have more access to my keyboard easier in my new/temporary setup here. So, this is your team for today, FA Cup final. The first, I've been in the League Cup final, but this game is huge. We need to be in Europe next year. I'm dreading. I'd be way buzzed up and really up for this if it was any other team but Liverpool. So, yeah, we'll see anyway. Messi's in goal. Salas, Ami, Fini, Vinagre across the back. Wagner, Housen, Holding with Copolazzi, Kubo and Miguel across the middle there. And then Roman up front. Kubo's been pretty good recently. And my biggest concern is the fact we just played Liverpool at home in the league and we got beat badly. Yeah, but we have won 2 games in a row really well against 2 poor teams, but we did win them. And they've got exactly the same team out, I think, that we played them in the league. It's really close. Anyway, I'm going to take the one for this. I'm going to take the team talk. The fans have been fantastic for us. They want to pay wages. Got them win the trophy for them is what we're going to say to the boys. Oh, this is a huge game. This is such a huge game. They're going to play pretty epic, the same team that played me last time off camera, but it's not the best team. That could be better at this point for Liverpool. And we are underway. Here we go. Then FA Cup final. It's Liverpool. Our whole season rides on this, really. If we don't win this, it's a huge disappointment. We've gone backwards, no trophy, no European football, which is even more, I think, almost on my mind than the trophy. The trophy would be nice as well to win the first trophy. As Liverpool go in early doors, they beat, that was nearly a goal already. Salas getting beaten in the air by their winger. That's just a huge problem early doors there. And he's getting dragged all over the place as well, isn't he? Yeah, I can see an early sub happening here. Because Vinagre is also pretty small, so that means both wing-backs can get beat by their wingers in the end, and that's never something you want, especially in FM. Liverpool are going to build their attack. Van Dijk, Reina into... Oh, they lose it, though. Johnny Housen. Oh, Housen, come on, he's better than that. Back to the goalkeeper. They're going to play pretty safe. Oh, we could have got to that, though, surely. Oh, we're too far off him. Can he lock them in? Nope. Going to let him get out nice and easy. Oh, they whack it clear now. See, this is where he's got to win it. He's going to be given the chance just to bring it down. Nice. Good playing through the lines. And then you undo your work a little bit there. Wagner, that's better. Roman gets it. Housen. Eli. Dribbles past one. He's through. Eli's through. Oh, no. We're doing all right so far in terms of the match stats. It's a shame that goal was from a wonder stroke from miles out. Basically, nothing's happened in this game so far. And Liverpool out from the back, the goal kick, they know long they do. Can we win this? Nope. Oh, no, we might. Vinagre brings it down. Eli. Housen whacks it into Wagner, who's through. Wagner, surely. Yes! Come on, Barnsley! 1-1. Come on, boys. Brings it down. Plays a great ball here into Eli. Eli plays a lovely little pass into Housen, who plays the best pass of the season to Wagner. Goes through, finishes it, and it's 1-1. Come on, Barnsley. Bestia plays out to Fini, into Housen, into Ami, right backs there, if you want to use him. Salas whacks it home to Roman. He's in. Roman. Why do our strikers miss all those chances all the time? Can you see how we could easily be like a title challenger with a good striker? We're battering Liverpool here. Yeah, just said to the boys, we've been by far the better side, and and the pattern of the game doesn't reflect the score, which hasn't. I think we've been by far the better side here, you know. We're going to build an attack. Ravella plays it in. Oh, they're in. Dominic's got through. Don't foul him. Vinagre. Salah shoots. Keeper saves it. Oh, all right. I've seen that from Salah. He's done all right, to be fair to him, but he's on a 6.7. He's on a yellow card. Like, I can just see what happens next. So we'll take him off now. He's done all right. It'll be like 50 minutes into the game. He'll come off. Liverpool build their attack. They go on the left-hand side. Our left, their right. They're going to cross it to the far post, are they? Dominic gets it. Trent. Save. That should make a slightly balanced set pieces as well now. Romanoff, John Lennon against Liverpool. Vinny to Ami. Ami then plays it into the right where it doesn't get there. They go into Mariba. Mariba into Memphis. Oh no, it's not a red card. No. What am I supposed to do? I'm afraid it's game over. Love Liverpool. Memphis, Dominic gives it away. Bertinho, he's going at centre back. Vinagre. Oh, I was thinking that was a red card highlight, to be honest. I'd rather it be a red card highlight than a score. Oh, so disappointing that, innit? Like, it's just so disappointing. If we'll go through, well, one of Liverpool, Trent whips it in. Headed clear by Andrew. Are we going to get any pressure on this? Probably not. Not on early enough. They're going to go through. Good tackle from Take, though. He's going to play it into Kobaladze. Not done anything yet. Take, Kobaladze, Andrew. Whacks it into Eli. Far post. Might be our highlighter, you know. Eli Vinagre. Whacks it into John Lennon. No. It's cleared. Bertinho, Howson. Take, Vinagre. See, whip this in. Whip it in, Vinagre. Whip it in. Take. Oh, no. We're building too much possession now. Kobaladze. This is crazy. Oh, and Andrew gets a shot, but it was offside anyway. Kobaladze plays into John Lennon, into Howson, into John Lennon again, who's got options. He's got it back, he's too far out to shoot here. He needs to link up with somebody. Eli gets it, beats his man. Howson gives it away. Yeah. This was coming. Or he might just be off. Yeah, he is just. Cricket for Liverpool, Trent has it, whips it in far post, Ravella heads it down. Wow. It was cleared for a field goal. Look how well we've done with 10 men. They're going to score eventually. Like, it might even be here. But, like, we've done so well in this game. Even with 10. Liverpool free kick to Depay, to Trent, I think it's onside as well. Keeper saves it. Bloody hell. Doesn't have as well. Players like John Lennon have come on and gone on a 6.5. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing to us? Oh, somehow we survived to extra time. And, yeah, we'll say, don't let it slip in extra time. But, I mean, what do we do? I mean, of all the subs, I mean, Allison could be good, but I'm not taking off Kubo. Eli could come off and Cara could go on. Or Howson could come off and Felipe can go on. Lone centre mid, I suppose. Eli and Caro. Then we'll do that. And that is all of our subs done as well. So that is the team that's going to have to hopefully see us through. And there he is, Caro, early doors, a fresh player. Yep, gives it away. But I mean, Eli was doing the same thing anyway, so... Memphis just one uncontested header against Bertinho. That is not a good sign for things to come. John Lennon and Caro again. Caro's fresh, don't forget. He's running his player. Running into the box. Better cross, Caro. Oh, it was so close. Getting counted on. Getting counted on. This could be a goal. Depay has it. Plays it across the top. This isn't good. This is not good. Somehow we survive. Oh, we just need them to make all their subs and hopefully they get an injury. Because they're obviously not going to get a red, are they? Oh, no. No. It's headed away. It's gone straight back to him, though. Far post. Van Dijk headed over. Instant highlight afterwards. Bertinho has it. Ami. You've got past one player. That means that we're even now if we can attack quickly. John Lennon's through. John Lennon against Liverpool. Oh, keeper saves it. Liverpool attack us again. Depay. Dominic has it. Plays it across to Thomas. They're in with Nico Ravella. What a tackle. And it's just gone out for a corner. Only good thing we've got is Andrews at the front post. Oh my God, it's at the bar. Way again, Andrew gets to it first. Can we get any pressure on that? Come on, you're the spare player here. You're the spare player. Oh, it's just offside. Come on, injure red card for Liverpool. Come on. I can't change anything, can I? If I go more defensive, it's like the reason we might be surviving is because where we were playing. I think he's just offside there, to be honest. Hope that just waste some time off the clock. Yeah, he is just offside. Liverpool highlight. You feel like the second punch is going to come now, isn't it? It's this late into the game. They can have it and play it through. Memphis. Take wins it. He just bashed straight to Take. Nice. I don't even go with that Meslier. Goes to John Lennon. Vinagre misses it. Vinagre's missed it. And he's been... Wow. See, Vinagre misses it, and they play it straight into the gap where he should have been as well. That would have made it even worse if that had gone in. It's whipped in. Oh, it's headed over. 5 minutes to go. Right, we've survived to penalties. We have survived until penalties. I don't know how, but we have. I'm pretty sure I've done the takers before. We've only got 4. We'll do 4. That's all we'll do then. So the manager said to the lads, good luck. Oh, lads, it's penalties. I can't believe we even got to penalties. Howson's first as well. He scores. Where I take it down, don't forget. They got so much better penalty takers, there's better mental attributes. Oh, I thought he'd saved it. Oh, no, John Lennon. Oh. Scored. He scored. Might be our only chance. Oh, he scored. I was hoping that was the one. I'm not. That's it now. This idiot's going to miss. I knew it. Because of the game that he had, I knew he was going to miss. You feel like you've done all that for nothing. Do you know what I mean? Like, Memphis has got, like, I don't know, 17 penalty taken, so... No, he's going to run at that angle to take it. Oh, no. He scored it. Last penalty for Liverpool to win it. I mean, I don't know about you, but, like, they had, like, a 0.12 XG before the red card. Like, that's why I have so much faith in, like, this team. This tactic is close. Like, in fact, we can compete in that sort of game in cup games. It gives me so much hope. But, like, obviously we're taking a step back this season. So let's see what the budget is first. The budget's going to be pretty shit, I think. I don't know why. But now, no European football is just, like... I'm devastated about no European football. It's just such a step back. End of season review, the new arrivals. Yeah, Feeney's at the top of the list. Yeah, he was pretty good. Like, those two next year, I've got zero interest in selling either of those two. Kubo was good towards the end of the season. He played pretty well in the final as well, to be fair. So I'm tempted to keep Kubo next year. I'd rather sell Alisson than Kubo, but I mean, he's worth a lot of money, so I suppose, not so much. But yeah, those top two in Copa lads are definitely staying. Like, he's been brilliant this year. I'm not even sure how good he is, but he's performing well, isn't he? That's the whole point of Moneyball. Ramsey will stay next year, I think, 'cause he's not even worth that much, is he? No, he probably stays the first choice right back. Does this just reset the list somehow? Yeah, it has. Wagner was decent, but indifferent. How much is he worth? 40 million. I mean, I'd probably let him go. Who was the worst? Yeah, Muller. Bettinho was a disgrace to football, wasn't he? I'm definitely going to sell him. Oh, absolutely, for that sort of money. He's going to be gone. Those two are going to be gone. Brian Caro as well. I would happily sell. I don't know how he's worth that much. Those three. Probably John Lennon 4. Alisson I would like to sell, probably. I'd happily let all those go. Results, yeah, we went backwards. Disappointing. Remember, there weren't really too many moments. 2 cup finals, 2 defeats, both Liverpool. All the money's gone down. How he lines up, yeah. I mean, that was pretty much the team, wasn't it, to be fair? So, accolades, we got Wisdom Ami. With the first of the season, player of the season, signing the season was a couple of lads. Goal of the season was Cuba. He scored a couple of absolutely wonder goals when he cut in his left and finished it in. 2 goals scored a couple of lads on the right hand side. Most assists was Eli. And I'm not sure if Eli took many set pieces. He might have taken a few. But that is it. That is your end of season review. Our overall best 11. Eli's got into the overall best 11 now. And yeah, Salas has as well. I don't agree with that. Dimian will say top half. They're happy with that. Okay, great. I don't know whether they should be aiming a bit higher than that, to be fair, these lads. But none of them have said, because we're not in Europe, we want to leave, which I'm actually quite shocked about. I would have expected a few of them to have said that, but they haven't. 30 million, 2 million wage budget, okay. How much we got to spend? 100%. Okay, that's the important thing, was 100% to be able to reinvest in players. So, yeah, let's save this then as Barnsley Moneyball Season 7. Now, let's have a look at players to sell before we start. So I think that, let's have a look at this for a start. Who's down the bottom here? The fact he's down there doesn't surprise me. He was terrible. Absolute waste of money. Who's in my fire line first? Coutinho. Oh, I was hoping he was wanted then. Ryan Caro. I mean, if I could get that money from him, I would 100% let him go as well. Coutinho we can get 14.5 million for. 9.5 up front. Take that in the Spartak Moscow one, I think. That's going to stay the same. Coutinho can definitely leave. I think John Lennon gets transfer listed. There's so many players that, they're good, but, do I just want to keep them beyond anything else? No. Mario Felipe apparently is amazing. He's a 10 maybe, but, he doesn't even get my first team, so, I mean, I'll keep Mario Felipe because he's a good, squad player. Mario Felipe is really good. It'd be nice to have seen how much he improved Jason Howson this year. Eli's going to stay. I think I should sell Allison. Let's just see what we get. I transfer a lot of people just to see what we get for him. On loan, we would get 32 million, 100% you're going. Allison, we would get nothing for. We'd get our money back for him, basically. Okay, so what I'm going to do now off camera is I'm going to take the top 3 team stats and divide them all up by 3 for each position like we normally do, and I'll see you in a second for that when I've calculated all those. So yeah, I'll see you in a second. Welcome back. So as you can see here, I'm always like to just put this out here. So if you want to play along at home or just track the stats yourself, you've got 3 players here. You've got Max Gomez, Thielman, and Vlahovic. It seems pretty simple. I mean, the goals scored is quite varied though. You can see 41, 25, and 7. That's pretty varied for the 3 teams. So that's giving me something interesting to look for. I mean, generally here the stats, nothing here worries me too much. I think this could be the best one we can get so far. I think it's pretty well evened out, the stats for the striker. For the wingers, we've got Mbappe, Reina, and Martinelli. For the wingers, I mean, the dribbles per 90 is always the first thing I like to look at. 2.33 should be okay for us to get somebody there. But that's that if you want to note that down. Centre mids, chances to create a penalty is pretty low, I think. But I think that's been like that for a little while for us when we were looking through the seasons. It's incredible how many lack of chances that the central fielders create, especially Mount, Maribo, Odegaard, 3 good players there. CDM, there's your CDM if you want to track that. Wing back if you want to track that. Centre back if you want to track that. And that is it. You are bang up to date with that. And that is all the things I'm going to look at now as we go through and search for some players. So yes, you might notice it's a bit of a different setup. I've sort of gone back to a way that my setup was before. I prefer it being this way, but I've got the monitor still for the recordings. And I'm still going to try and use the monitor for all my YouTube recordings, but for Twitch, my streams have gone back sort of the way it was. I mean, I could keep it like this, I suppose, but I like to have my TV in the background when I can. This monitor is just such a large monitor, but we can see a lot more stuff. I'm still taking up a lot of the screen though, which is quite funny. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. Yeah, no, just stay as it is. It's fine. Right, so using let me just make sure that OBS is definitely recording before I start all this. It is, so we should be good with that. Let's go back to the strikers and let's start searching for those now. Apologies if you can hear a little bit of a fan in the background. It is absolutely roasting. Absolutely roasting it is. And yeah, hopefully you can be okay with it for this episode, because what is it right now? It's 29 Celsius right this second as I'm recording this. Right, we have got striker goals per 90. We need 0.6. That's fine. Shots per 90. We need 3. We can only offer 2. That's fine. Shot on target ratio 48. Exactly 20. Dribbles per 90 is 1.19. We're gonna get rid of that. Headers 1 is 50%, and I think that is what we will leave it at for the other stats for now. But then obviously age, maximum 27, and appearance is minimum 15. So nobody comes up there. I mean, the first thing that I might look at is, what would you go for? Goals per 90? Because there might be in a team where they don't get to score as many. And we'll change this view over here as well. Target and XG, I think we'll drop that to maybe 12. All right, so trying to give us one of our old players, Rocco Symmetry, still in the championship, is he? Is he still there? Oh, they've gone back down again. Okay. How much do they want for him? Nah. I'll give you 2 million. No, yeah, no chance. You made that mistake, you can have him. In Connor Moore's clearly, he's a player that I wanted to sign, right? Is he the left-footed one? He is. I wanted to sign Connor Moore, but they signed him off me, Villa. He's been relegated now. And yeah, I mean, the fact he's not got relegation release clause, what is his agent doing? Like they've shown that they have the potential to go down, and I don't know. I guess they're just not gonna. Been saying it. Cobalate's appeared apparently. Cobalate's appeared to be one of our strikers we could sign if he wasn't our own player, which is interesting. I'm not going to play him as a striker. He's going to stay on the wing, I think. Like, why would you change it when he's done so well? So he's going to stay there. But let's now get rid of what the dribbles per 90. We could have somebody that's like on 0.98 because they're playing like as a target man or something, but they're actually like that's really high for a target man. So it's probably worth just getting rid of that and just seeing like you obviously don't want anybody too low still on that stat. But yeah, there's not really anybody there still, which is getting slightly concerning. Next year, like 9. The South American leagues have only just started their season, so they're going to have players that won't appear on this list with an XG of that because they're not going to have that yet. One of our former players has been recommended to us. I mean, what a deal that was for us to get double our money on him. That's brilliant. Jesper Skite here from Denmark. Now, he's looking alright. He's young. He's got a good header 1 percentage. He's probably played as a target man. What's his dribbles per 90? 87. So like he could be a good little young player. He's 18 years old. Let's give him a little scout and see how he comes back. Well, not too many. Let's drop that to like 44. The problem is, I think in our tactic we do sort of want our striker to be sort of good in the air. Now that's a really good return, that isn't it? Zoran and Bolotovic. He scored 22 goals in 40 starts for Clermont in Liga 1, and they finished 7th. Okay, that's pretty good. How much do they want for him? I mean, I'm going to scout him. Like, who wants him? Somebody wants him. I didn't see who it was, though. Everton. I'm going to scout him. I'm not going to take the plunge and try and buy him early doors. I'm definitely going to scout him and keep track of him. I will bid on for him if they try and force the issue. If they try and sign him now, somebody tries to sign him now, I'll definitely try and buy him. But if they don't, I'm just going to scout him and see what the reports come back like for his type of player. And I might look at his stats a bit more internally when that report comes back. So we'll see how that goes. That could be a good player. Hopefully the camera's okay. I don't like the camera being up there, but it's all I can really... I mean, I could put it right here, but I don't know. Let me know in the comments about the camera, how you think it's a little high for my preference, because I always then... Because it's so high on the big monitor, I always forget to look at it. I'm always looking like around the screen, and the screen is all the way down to here, like, for example, so... Yeah, this is not going great. I mean, I could drop it a little more. Not drop any of that. I could drop that to that. Those are the minimums. I'm not going any lower than this, what we've got on here. We will have to go and look in other leagues. So, Roman, our own strikers, have played there. Carlos Espanyol, left-footed striker. All 4 more players are appearing. Barassi's now appeared as well. One load of goals in the Turkish league, apparently. That's why standard of football is obviously important, because we know we've had him. We know he doesn't perform to that level, and he's not a striker anyway. But he can do it in the Turkish league, so that's why I need to be careful and factor in the level of football they're playing at to get their stats. So, okay, doing some manual search, and I found Batata here as a striker. Now, he scored a load of goals last 2 seasons, but that's not what I was looking at. He scored 29 last year. He scored 9 and 16 so far this year, so only early on in their season. But like goals per 90, if we look at... Oh, go back to that. Goals per 90, we need 0.66, 0.61, that's pretty close. Shots per 90, we're looking for 3.8, it's like lower on that. But shot on target percentage, we need 48%. He's got 51. We need an XG of... Well, XG season, that one doesn't count. Dribbles per 90, we need 1.19, it's like lower on that. Headers 1, we need 40... Oh, no, 50, and he's 43, so he's slightly lower. So he goes on the shortlist, but he's really close on a lot of them. And he's young, scoring goals, so he's definitely somebody to look at for the future. Also mixed around the leagues a little bit. I've removed 2 and I've added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to go heavy on the league, so I want to get more players in the database. I just don't think we're getting enough, really. So I want to add some for at least a couple of years, then we can remove them afterwards. But I just want to mix up the leagues a little bit. I feel like we're getting too much of the same players. I'm having to look in the same position, same countries all the time to get the players. Conte, okay, he's only really been a striker for like 2 years. He's not even a starter before that point. He scored 19 and 40 last year, which is okay. He scored 15 and 21 this year, which is good. He's pretty good shot accuracy, is good. XG is very high. Dribbles per 90 is low, header's a bit low, so he's not great on a couple, but he's almost like the other player, but in fact, if we go and do that, he's almost like the other player that we just showed, but maybe slightly match ready. And then they're playing 2 strikers, they've got Fadia here as well, so doesn't score. I mean, they've scored the same amount of goals, really, because Ponte scored 5 more goals, but he scored 5 penalties. So that's where stats come in important, right? They've got that. The shots per 90 is slightly lower. That could be the tactic, because he's playing on one side where he's playing probably like as a deep line forward, it could be. Everything else is slightly lower. Dribbles per 90 is slightly higher. He's much worse than he is. So he's probably the smaller, quicker. Striking more like an Aguero, maybe? I don't know. We'll shortlist him anyway. As well, interestingly, a lot of the top goal scorers and best attacking performers are like all real players still. We've been 2028 at this point, which is quite interesting. Normally you'd expect a couple of new gens and stuff coming through. But yeah, there's not too many there that I'm like, yeah, that's going to be the game changer for us, which is a bit concerning, because I think we need a striker, really. Being perfectly honest, we could really do like a top level striker. There's nobody there that I'm like, yeah, they're going to come in and be a starter and change the team. So probably going to have to just keep looking. I'm going to keep looking here for a second off camera. I'm just going to stop recording for a second, because it was just going to be me looking through loads of things. Hopefully I can find somebody to bring to you in a second. Right. We couldn't really find anybody, so I don't know. I might have to wait for these new leagues to like spawn. Hopefully we can find someone, but yeah, I'm really not convinced about what I've just seen, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, move on to wingers anyway. So dribbles per 90 of 2.3, cross completion of 31%. Chances created per 90 0.53. We can't do that. XG of XG of 17. That just seems really high. Shot on target ratio of 51%. About that. Headers 1% to 53%. It had to remove the XG in particular, was the hard one to get past. Luis Enrique, left-footed. Not a huge fan of left-footed wingers, as everybody knows. I'd rather not. For this tactic, almost exclusively going to have to be a right-footed winger sort of team. He's not played enough games, this lad. He looks alright from his stats and stuff, but it's only 4 starts. That's not enough. Not really anything there. What can we drop? Headers 1, maybe like 37. Well, not really anybody. I mean, cross completion can only drop so much. Like the minimum that I've just put up there that I will accept, I think, for like a climb down from where we were in terms of the players we're looking at. Where do I name? Dribbles per 90 is really high. Cross completion is okay. Chance to create per 90 is pretty high. XG is not great, but he might be like playing as a proper winger type role. Everything's pretty good there. He's played in the first choice for Feyenoord. I mean, he's quite good. He hasn't played for Morocco yet, though, which is a bit concerning. So I'm just going to shortlist him and scout him, but he could be a good player. Horacio Calderon. Okay. Heading percentage is really good. XG is really low, but they've only played like half their season in Argentina at this point. His dribbles per 90 is 2.07. Cross completion is really good. He could be like a nice little find, but he didn't turn up on my list. I had to manually search for him. Okay, I've been through all that. That was quite a tough search as well. I'm going to do it. It's getting quite desperate. Like, I'm really struggling to find some players there. It could be the dribbles per 90 was holding away some people. Right, set them into next. So like this will be like our number 10. We'll sort of try to get our number 10 and our box to box at the same time, sort of thing. Yeah. So key passes per 90 are 2, dribbles per 90 0.73, so that needs to just go. Chances created per 90 0.6, so that can just go. Chances can go. Pass completion was 88%. We could drop that a little bit, I think, to 85. Something like that can go. XG can go. Tackles per game can go. Tackle completion can stay, though. Again, it's like just a filter process. Like, I've not got all the stats that I want to look at. There are some that are just scored below the values that are set. So even though it only looks like there's a few there, we're actually looking at way more than just that. That's just like the first safety net, as it were, just to get rid of them. Get rid of the players that are going to be nowhere near it, sort of thing. I mean, the only player that first of all comes up in this first list will be 2. Marcel Ruiz, potentially, but not really. It's more looking at Francisco Pinheiro here. Now, he is a 19-year-old. He played for Huesca. He was in the first team. And they, well, no, he only 5 stars, actually, forget that. I thought, for some reason, I misread his stats, okay. They came dead last and got relegated, so it would have been an unbelievable thing for him to be in that list, but it doesn't matter. I mean, for the number 10 role, just drop the tackle completion ratio, because it's not really what we care about. The player called Bazzato who plays for Aston Villa in the Championship again, who obviously one of the good teams, but he was a Manchester City youngster. I've just shortlisted him. He did come across okay in some of our stats, but not all of them. Ji Minji here looks pretty good as well. I mean, his dribbles per 90 are okay. Key passes per 90 is not great. What was the one that held him back? There was a couple. Maybe it was the chances created per 90. Yeah, no, I think that's what it was. It was a little low. So, I don't know, but apart from that, across the board, he looks okay, doesn't he? Tackle ratios even, maybe like as a box more than a 10. Again, we are sort of we're looking at both those positions at the same time, but we are pretty good in that department. Just wanted Leon Eichmeyer now. He could be like a box-to-box player for us. He looks quite decent. His stats are... Dribbles per 90 are very low. Now, that could mean that his role is like a deep playmaker, ball midfielder, or something like that, maybe. Could be something like that. He's definitely in the box-to-box frame for us. He's good at tackling. Very, very, very good at tackling. How good is he in the air, actually? He's good in the air as well. So even though he's 5'6", he looks pretty solid. Who wants him? Okay, interesting. He's definitely got on the list. That's a potential player for the future there. We've got the CDM then. We're going to look at CDMs next. And we are looking for interceptions per 90 of 1.4. That's okay. Tackles per game is 1. We can't set 1, so we'll just get rid of it. Tackle completion ratio of 80%. Got to keep tackles. Pass completion is going to be 91%. Pass completion is 91%. Key passes per 90, that's fine. Roberto Aguirre here. Interceptions per 90 is 2.0. That's one more than we're actually looking for. A whole one more. It's Spanish first division, right? So the level of football shouldn't be that much lower. Tackles per game, we're looking for 1. He's got that. Tackle ratio, we're looking for 80% or 86%. Pass completion, we're looking for 90. He's got 94. Like across the board, he's really good. Header 1 ratio, we're looking for 8 or 60 or 68%. What did I put it at? Oh, it is 68. Yeah, 68. So, and he's got 80. So according to all those stats there, he is perfect for us. So Roberto Aguirre, I'm going to put an offer out on early doors here, I think. Not a proper one, just like one to get the ball rolling, as it were. But yeah, he looks good. Okay, so Marcio Jose here. He scores the stats as well, but he's got like 4 natural positions, so I don't know. Where have you been playing, Jose? Where have you been playing? Let's have a look. Left back. Actually, because he's in a playable league, I can actually look where he's played just looking at this, right? Oh, I need to scout him. So when we scout him, we should be able to see where he's actually been playing. So I'll tell you, we're going to shortlist him. He could be quite good. There's a couple of good younger players, if I'm really honest, that like haven't played much. They scored early on one in their stats. And oh my goodness. Augusto Aguero looks a pretty good player. 6'4", CDM, has pretty good stats across the board we were looking at there. Tackle ratio is right bang on. Pass completions bang on. Headers 1 is above. He's just brilliant. He's the one. He is the one. Bazio here. He's 16 years old. He's scored high enough in our stats across the boards, relatively here. Why not give him a go? Why not try and get him in as a youngster, you know? Like, even if we don't start him immediately, how much is he going to cost us? What, 2 million? Like, that's definitely worth it. Nicolas Myers, again, he's young. Was he 21? Captain under 19 level for France, which is both good signs. Across the board, they're pretty good stats again, I would say. Like, played 29 starts for his club. For average match rate, we played for a half decent, poor side. Yeah, Toulouse finished 16th, right? So I'm pretty happy with that. Although I do think we've actually got a lot of like CDMs anyway there. I'm pretty happy with having Howson, so I'm happy with that. Let's move on to fullbacks next. Okay, Jose Pasame, I'm not sure. Jose Pasame is pretty good. A bit low for what we're looking for, but I mean, what we've got is pretty high, to be fair. We're like in a very specific way. Cross completion is bang what we're looking for. Chance created per 90 is above. Aerial challenges per 90 slightly below, but his header on ratio is exactly bang on. Tackle, I mean, he's basically bang on everything or above. and he looks really good. And who wants him? United want him. Okay. Might have found a little wonder kid here, lads. Yeah. That could be brilliant. If we were deciding, probably Salas would be the one to go. But who knows? If Salas is homegrown, I could consider selling Ramsey instead. I'm not going to lie to you, there's not many options at all. I think he has to be the one that we go for, the guy that I just bid on. Because, like, he'd also be great, but he's always worth way too much. I think that could be a game changer. Rafa Brito sounds okay, to be fair, from his stats, but he looks quite expensive. The other one's a lot cheaper. I'm not sure he's really good enough, really. It's all down to Jose here. Is he actually right-footed, though? He is. Jose is the one. Not very good in the air. That's a slight issue, maybe. Apparently, Arnaud Sola, who's a Barca youngster, isn't he? But I've not really seen him get on FM that good before. I've never really used him, I suppose, is what I'm trying to say. So we'll shortlist him. And actually, I've never even seen how good he gets, to be honest. I've never really looked at him. I don't know. So, yeah, we'll see. He's the only one left back with looks of it at all. So, not a great start. Yeah, I'll say Luis Burgos looks pretty good here. Looking through mainly in the Argentinian league. I looked through the Brazilian league, nobody really there. So we've got tackle, 1 ratio 95%, that's extremely high. He has also made 17 starts, so it's not like a small sample size. Header 1% is also very good. Pass completion is very high. It's always a nice thing for a wing back as well. Key passes penalty is pretty high for a player that doesn't play, doesn't take set pieces. Dribbles penalty is really low. That could be the role. So, yeah. But definitely shortlist him as an option. Yeah, it was slim pickings at left back. Like, there's a couple of young players, but nobody that, like, you're going to say, right, they're going to change my club. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'd probably just take a gamble on him and hope he turns out great. Because his stats-wise, he does. And it's his second year as a starter, to be fair. It's tough. Like, could we do Sal as well? Batinho. I mean, Batinho, they can't be any worse than Batinho, in my opinion, so we'll definitely take a chance at left back, I think, by the looks of it. Centre back is the last one then. I mean, this Kimon okay. I like the look of him. 6'7". He's come up before my stats. I've looked at him. He's just so expensive, and he's not really a starter. I'm going to have to look at him again, though. Sanko as well. Again, just money, really, for those two. They both look half decent, to be fair, and they're both Premier League stats, but yet again, Kosunu is coming up on our shortlist and is an A again. I don't have a trust what these guys say, but I'm going to have to look at him. I mean, William Saliba has come up. I know in real life he's obviously getting a lot of praise right now. He scores the stats pretty well when I looked at it then, so I don't know why it's changed to this, though. Oh, I've got to change the back now. Right, again as well, I managed to only get rid of some youngsters, like a couple of youngsters really on the shortlist that were not there already. So what I'm going to do now is going to just scout all these players and click for a few weeks. That is probably going to do the end of the episode. So thank you to all of you that's been watching throughout this. It's been quite a long time me recording this, and it's been from the FA Cup final all the way through to like this point. So we've got through a lot there with the end of the season, the review a little bit, the players we're looking at selling, and then players that we look to buy. I'm also going to try a little bit of correct negotiations with the clubs as well, so we get some money for some of these players. But that is going to do the episode. We'll come back, I think, around, I don't know, maybe like middle of June, when we've had like a bit of a chance to negotiate with some of these teams, some of these players, and see who's sort of got coming in and that kind of stuff. And the next episode will probably be that all the way through in parts up until the first game of the season, and then we'll go from there. But that is going to do it. Thank you to all of you for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you all next time.